Hello, I'm Tommy Thompson, and I was the former Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, and I know full well that there's a tremendous need for the innovation and the collaboration leading to new medicines, and I'm very proud of the universities and the industrial partners in southeastern Wisconsin, which are working together to address these unmet medical needs by collaborating, combining their work, using their individual institutional strengths. They are attempting to bridge the very large and difficult gap between new discovery in the laboratories and the drugs which are ultimately used in the clinic. The institutional partners in southeastern Wisconsin are effectively using the National Institutes of Health's grant funding to be able to translate basic research into the next generation of therapeutics.
The time from discovery to patient care is too long for us. We need to be directed toward acceleration, and that's what the CTSA grants have done.
There's a lot of inventors and institutions that have intellectual property that just sits there.
Here we have people wanting to collaborate from industrial manufacturing of pharmaceuticals and contract research organizations working side by side with universities.
Through our regional collaboration, there's much greater opportunity to link basic science discovery with clinical medicine.
The different types of scientists that are needed to address these questions include engineers, biochemists, statisticians, medical clinicians, and we really have all of those angles covered here in the southeastern Wisconsin community.
There's a lot of intellectual capital in the universities in the area, not only the Medical College of Wisconsin, but Marquette University, UWM, the Milwaukee School of Engineering, Concordia University.
CTSI provides the platform, the infrastructure for different entities to come in and work together.
UWM has historically been very strong at the very early stages of drug discovery, and that is identifying a target for a drug.
The Medical College of Wisconsin really has strengths that relate to drug development. We can identify targets, we can look at disease models, we have structural biologists that can help to modify drugs and really the pharmacology to actually move those drugs forward.
At Marquette, our expertise is on the brain mechanisms themselves of these neurological, neuropsychiatric illnesses. We do have the resources to pursue pharmacokinetic studies, preclinical animal studies, aided by our molecular and behavioral research core facilities.
Concordia's CSD Cube brings to bear different kinds of expertise in the drug development process that includes the different kinds of chemistry of drug development. So this would be structure-based drug design, medicinal chemistry, process chemistry, formulation, even the analytical chemistry of drugs that you're manufacturing.
UWM created the Milwaukee Institute for Drug Discovery to complement what our faculty researchers do. What we're able to do now is bring the resources together within our campus to take the compounds from the chemistry laboratory and move it forward in development as a drug.
The critical relationship is really that transition from the universities over to the early preclinical research models.
The academic institutions are driving ideas. The industrial organizations are driving the commercialization.
When they come to us, we're the first ones that are kind of putting it into an animal model, which are the first steps before you actually get out to the clinical trials. When we're done doing our research, we really hand it over to preclinical CROs that are more later stage that get into prepping it right before it goes into the clinical trials.
The active pharmaceutical ingredients which we develop and produce are always on the critical path for preclinical testing, for clinical testing, and ultimately for commercial supply.
When they do develop a drug, say at Marquette or UWM, that we can actually test those at the Medical College of Wisconsin in clinical trials.
When scientific questions go beyond the laboratory and to the bench side, as we say, Children's Hospital is there to collaborate with our scientific partners in the community.
So it'd be a real mistake to overlook what we've created right now, because we have tremendous expertise that's all aligned and ready to move right now in all the steps in the value chain for developing a drug. We have a willingness to work together. We have a tremendous talent pool. We have all the resources.
This consortium can really look at critical factors, not based on commercialization, but really based on what's needed, and come together and have the tools and the resources and the minds to put around it to actually solve and help individuals.
I think one of the key factors for Southeast Wisconsin is the culture in the region of just get it done. Roll up your sleeves and get it done.
We'd like to continue to collaborate on research to answer some of the more difficult scientific and medical questions that are out there.
What I really want out of this is sustainability. I see a lot of collaborative efforts that are started, and they're very good efforts, but really what's going to change lives is the sustainability.
We're coming together with this common cause that we're all passionate about that serves two bottom lines: to generate revenue so that we can be sustainable, but also to have maximum social impact.
This means better lifestyles overall, increased years of quality of life. It means decreased healthcare cost in the end.
The door is open to everybody who is willing to work to improve health and accelerate the pace of translation of new discoveries into patient care. That's the beauty of CTSI. It belongs to Southeast Wisconsin.